Hello, hello, this is Angela. Welcome to Dogwood Paper Arts. Well, today we are going to make another part of our bee journal, another piece of ephemera for it. So this is another stick-in pocket. It's made with 2 policy envelopes, small ones, and it's 2 envelopes, but it has 6 pockets. And so let's take a look at it. It opens right here. And when you open it up, let me just take the page out here. This will be easier. Got something on there. So it has a little flap right there. And then it has a pocket up here. And a pocket right here, and a pocket right here. Now I haven't backed any of these yet. Here is a tag, and another little journaling card, and a little larger journaling card. So you can see we have 1, 2, 3, a hidden pocket, 4, another one, 5, and underneath 6. So you ready to go on this, and let's make it? Okay, I'm just going to put these right here like that for now. Going to put it back in its place in the signature. Fold it all up, squish it back together, and I'm going to put it over there. We'll put this one on top because that's the one we're going to add to. Okay, so first you're going to need 2 policy envelopes. Now mine are cheap and they look like this. They're very, very thin. They were very cheap to buy. I bought them at Amazon a long time ago. And these measure, where's my measuring thing? These measure 3 7/16, so just under 3.5 inches. And up to the top here, they are 6 7/16, or with the flap, they are 7 5/8. Okay? You're going to leave one of them completely closed like this. The other one you're going to completely open like this. Just wanted to show you that it may tear, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that little tear while we're fixing it up here. You can just take it off if you want, or to add some strength back into your envelope, you can just push it back down with some glue, or you can glue something on the inside of this if you'd like. I don't think it's going to get caught up on anything, but you never know. So, and same way at the bottom, you can see that it's got some little rough edges on it and stuff like that, but it's not going to matter. We're going to strengthen this up with extra papers. This is the ephemera that is going to go in it, so I'm going to set it off to the side. Let's start with these policy envelopes. The first thing I want to do is cut off this whole thing flush with the top of the envelope. Now the envelopes are not super straight, so don't worry about that. Just line up the corners and cut it off. Do not throw that away. We are going to use it. And let's take off our other one. And we're going to cut it off right at the top. I'm just lining it up here. Would have helped if I'd have put a pencil mark on it, maybe. Even if you cut off just a little bit extra of the envelope, that's fine. Save that one too. Yeah, let's go ahead and cut that off nice and straight. There we go. Okay, so now we have this piece, and we are going to fold the flap here, about 1/2 inch maybe. Okay, and then we're going to cut this right to there and that right to there, just with a little angle cut. Same way here, just cutting out a little V. And now we're going to glue down this top piece. Make sure I'm recording, and I am. Press this one down. Clean up any extra glue you have. You don't want to mess with that all around. Then we're going to glue this flap down, and we're only leaving it in just to keep strength in the envelope. Because like I said, these were cheap and they are extremely thin. So if your envelope is extra strong, you may not need to fold this part under at all. There we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, you can see there's the fold line in the envelope. Let me just darken it up so you can see it. See? We're going to fold this flap just to this side of it, to the right of it. We're not going to fold over that line. We're going to keep it this way. And we're going to crease it, open it up, get some glue in there, fold it down, squish your glue around, and if you have any extra glue sticking out, go ahead and dry that up. And now we're going to repeat it for this side. I'll darken that up again for you so you can see where I'm going. And I can see where I'm going too. Ha ha ha. Works for both of us. Okay, you ready? We're going to do the same thing. Now these are not even. That's okay. We don't need them to be even. Just to the inside of that line over here, to the outside of the line. Don't go over it. Bring it back out. And put some glue on it. Okay, so far so good. Now you'll see when we close it, we have a piece that looks like this. So you're going to take your first piece of paper that you're going to use to cover the front of this, and it doesn't even have to be a whole piece of paper. I don't think I have any half pieces right now. So I think what I'll do is use this flower, and I think what I'll do, maybe, I'm going to come over here and just cut this off right here. And let's see. Yeah, that'll be okay. We don't need the whole thing. We just need like the flowers. So I'm going to cut this off right here at the top. Do we want to leave the words? No, because we're going to actually take them off. We'll leave some, but we won't need them all. Okay, so we have that much of our envelope. And we're going to come over here and make a little line. And then we're going to cut the rest of this off. Now, I've been using all my extra pieces. So, and we'll be using them when we make some added pages to our piece. Okay. So, what we need to do now is just lay this inside here, even it up with the top, close this up. It's a little tight because the edge, oh, there we go. If we have to cut it even at the top, we'll do that when we're done. That'll work. Okay, so here we go. We're going to draw a pencil line. These are going to be our cutting lines. Right there. Let's cut that piece out. There we go. So we've just cut that little piece out. Now, when we glue this back together, we are not going to need to cover this whole envelope. Oh goodness, hope I cut that right. Otherwise we'll be cutting it again, won't we? Okay, so we got to figure out where our next envelope is going to go. So set this aside for a moment, and you're going to bring this over top of this one, so you can see we're going to be covering up a lot of this. That's why we don't need the whole envelope there. We're going to draw a line right here and cut that envelope off. Right there. Now we have these two pieces. This one has a bottom. This one doesn't have a bottom anymore. Now you can make a false bottom for it, or you can do what I'm going to do, and that's glue it shut. And I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, so it will have time to dry before you really start fussing with it. That's all I'm going to do, just a little line of glue in there. Okay. And set these two aside. Come back to this one now. We're, oh, we need to put a little back in right here. Okay. Now we could use this piece. Let's see how it would look. Yeah, it's not going to fit back in there very well because I think I cut it crooked a little bit. So you could use that. I'm not going to. I don't like the way it fits. So let me look in my pile over here. Do I have anything that will work? There's a honey jar. That's crooked. Oh, excuse my head. Here's a little piece that we could use maybe. Yeah, we could just use that. Let's do. I've been challenging myself to use up as many pieces as I can. Of course, I bought the extra bee kits too, because I wanted more options. I haven't printed everything out, but I do like having the options. Okay, so we're going to put that in there, draw our line right there, and cut that little piece off. You can see it doesn't... Oh, that might not be big enough, you guys. No, I don't think it is. Let's see. Oh, well, maybe. It feels like this envelope is crooked. Going to go right in there, just like that. Okay, so it will fit. This one covers it up. So let's go ahead and ink up the top. And glue it down. I like that side too. That's kind of cool. We'll go with what we thought, though. I don't know. What do you like better? This is one of those areas, you know, it's like, oh, well, maybe that's better. We'll go with this one. So, running our glue around the edges. And throughout the middle. And then, putting this down, just center it in there. Mine's a little bit smaller than the inside. There we go. Okay, that part's done. Let's fold this, and then we're going to glue it together, just like as if it was an envelope again. Fold that. Oh, before you fold it over, make sure you get along this edge. Like that. Oh, need to put something under there. Because I have some glue there that's going to squish out. Okay. And then make sure it's dry in there before you lay it flat down again. Take the glue off of this, and we might be able to use that. Okay, put those with that. Let's come back up here. First, let's get this piece. Oh, no, let's do this. Close up the bottom. There we go. Now we know where we're at. Okay, this is our next big piece that's going to go on. So we know that this is going to go somewhere like that. Our other one's right there. So if we bring this down just slightly underneath this one, it will be covered. Where's my pencil line? Just like that. Set that one back aside. And let's glue this one down. I'm going to go ahead and get some ink on that inside of this one first. And we're going to re-ink it with, we want to get this part. Maybe we can just do them separately and it'll work out just fine. There we go. Okay, the outside edges will do in just a bit. Okay, gluing around our edges and make sure you get that tip up there. And that tip right there. Because nothing would be worse than having the tips peeling off. We don't want a peely tip. Don't press it down until you're ready, until you have it figured out. Oh, it looks like I got a little crooked there, but I think it's okay. Make sure there's no glue squished to the inside. If you get a little bit of extra here showing, you can always take something and cover that up. It's very simple. We can get a little piece of this or a little piece of book page. I know I have a piece here of something. Okay, I can use this. Okay, take this off. It's just going to come down that little edge. Just like this. I don't like that little piece in there. Okay. Just run a little bit of glue along here. There's always something you can do to fix something. Trying to get that a little more pointed there. Okay, glue that little piece down. There we go. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Okay, so now we put on our second piece. Make sure you take the top and put it towards the top. Now I did find that these envelopes are mostly split open a little bit. So I'm just going to put it down to secure it and just, you know, help make the envelope a little bit stronger, since it's definitely going to get some use with the envelope here. And then what did I do with it? That, to figure out where I put my, oh, here it is. Okay, here's the next piece of it. Let's glue this one down first. Oh, before we do that, wait for it. Remember we saved these little pieces? We're going to use those. And we're going to put it on this side of the envelope. this is the top side. We're going to put it on the top side, on the inside of the top piece. And all that, and we're going to put it in this way with the sticky part facing down and against the paper, because it will get sticky after it gets glue on it. The reason I'm doing that is, like I said, thin envelope. So this stiffens the envelope back up and makes it a really nice spot for a journaling card. And I just squish them in there. Just try to even it up is all. It did get a little wrinkly on that one, but it's okay. Just open it back up and make sure you don't have any glue in there. And that just makes the front of that envelope a little stiffer. Okay. I think I will go ahead and glue this one down so we can see where our next one is, what all we need to do for our next one. Okay. Now this is going to become a tag pocket right here. So we're only going to put glue on these three sides. If you were putting this in your signature on the left side of the page, you would want your tags to probably come out this side. Mine are going on the right side of the page, but if they were going on the left, I would want my envelope to open here. Okay. There we go. Now let's put our next piece on here. It's going to go right here, but it only needs to go from there to approximately, oh, maybe right here. Just for safety's sake, let's put it right there. Got a piece of paper under there. Okay, we'll say right about there. There we go. You'll want to get any extra pencil lines off there that might show. That one won't show on the bottom, of course. I'm going to go ahead and ink up my piece of paper here. Not worrying about inking the bottom because we're not going to see it. And now we're going to add this to that little piece there. A little piece of ephemera under there. Okay, so I cut this paper too small, remember, and we put this piece in. So let's add some more of it. Let's see. Right there, we'll just add that little piece right there. inside of it because I didn't hear. That way it looks like it's all kind of one piece of paper. So just put that right up there on the corner. Don't push it down until you're ready. And there we go. Okay, so let's go to our last little envelope piece. And once again, we're going to glue this into here. Okay? So how is everybody today? This is my second video today, but the fourth time I've been in here creating. Because I'm trying to create as I go this time. Oh dear. I can see why having ephemera ready is so good. But sometimes it's really hard to just have it all ready too. Okay, I'm going to squish that down. We got off a little bit on that one. And squish it down again. You don't want to rub it too hard because they are soft envelopes. They're quite fragile. Okay. Feels a little gluey in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this one down. Right there. Now this one is going to have a tag spot right here. So if it helps, pick up that side and hold it so you know which three sides you're going to glue. Can't do a straight line today for the life of me. That's okay. It doesn't matter. It's just a line of glue. Down here. Evening this up with the bottom of the policy envelope. There we go. And our last little piece we're going to put right here. If it fits, and it will, we're going to cut it off right there. Okay. Let's ink up the top. Might as well ink the sides. Might as well ink the bottom. Ink, ink, ink. Now, if you wanted to, you could cut thumb notches in these two, if you're more comfortable with that. But you would want to be sure that you put your paper down far enough to cover your thumb hole. I'm putting larger cards in, so I'm not concerned about a thumb hole being in them. And I'm going to have to get another piece of that paper out. Funny how sometimes you can glue a straight line and other times, nope. So you can see I kind of made a waterfall effect here with my picture. I always like doing that. It would look better if I wouldn't have tucked them in so far, but I think it's fine. Okay, so I another little piece right here. So, oh, I tore that one wrong. Oh dear. It's easy enough to fix. Just have to come through here. Just like that. Okay. Oh my gosh, there was a bird right there at the window. It felt like something was watching me. Oh my gosh. So just putting that right down along the edge there. Getting that right on the top. Bringing this right over to the edge. And there we go. There. Let's go this way. Okay. So there's the front of our envelope. And now we need to do this part. So on this one we want to score it at 1/2 inch. Got my little scoreboard here. Just like that. I don't think that one scores right. It always looks crooked. We're going to cover the front, and then we're going to put a picture on the inside. So I've put the really textured side to that will be inside, and the smooth side is going to be the outside of the policy. Okay, so I need to scoot this over about like this so I can see where I want it to go to. And this is going to be my closure. It's going to be right down here. So we probably want this to come right about, maybe right about here? No. Maybe right there. I hope. If not, I'll let you know. There we go. Okay, so now we need something to cover this with. I'm going to get rid of that pencil line. And what shall we cover this one with? How about these flowers? That's nice. This gives us something to put in there. It's the American Bee Journal, so we can kind of rough that up. I'm going to cut this right at the bottom of the box. And then I'm going to cut it right over here, right by the edge of that flower. Okay. So where do we need to cut it off at? At the top. Right here. Oh, too bad we won't be able to save that cute little bee. maybe we want to center that. I think we do. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We'll probably put you somewhere, little bee. Okay, let's have a look at it. That will work. Get off my pencil lines. We'll ink around this when after we glue it down. Oh, that would have been a good one too. This is the paper. I don't know if I already said this, but it's the paper I printed upside down on. On the opposite side. Going to start right here at the bottom. I'm not going to press it down yet. No. I went over a little bit on the edge there. It's just a fine science getting them laid down straight. But I don't want to mess with it. Oh, it's fine. Look at that. It is fine. Okay, let's give it some ink. Oh, well, we'll ink it. Then we're going to cut those corners. But let's let them dry for a minute. I'm going to fold that back. Just give it a nice little crease line right there. And right here. Then I want to trim this little angle right here so it doesn't show at the back of the envelope. Okay? Just like that. Okay, this is going to open this way. I have a picture here somewhere to put up there. There it is. We're going to put that right on there. Just a picture. We're not going to do anything fancy with it or anything like that, other than ink it up, just to get rid of the white edges, so that it looks more honey-like. Now, let's get this glue on here. Oh boy, my eyes get tired in the afternoon. I think I need new glasses again. Gosh, my eyes are failing me. Whose eyes are these anyway? Okay, so we're just going to center that somewhere in there. Just for I am pretty's sake. Pretty. I'm so pretty. I'm so crooked, but it's straight down here. But I should have straightened that up, huh? Oh well. I love it just the way it is. Okay, now we are ready to try and trim these corners. Put this back here. Oh, thank you. And I'm using a 1/2 inch corner rounder. And this is the We Are Memory Keepers Crop-A-Dile corner trumper. Has a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch on it. And I am using Distress Oxide ink today in the Vintage Photo. And I'm using Fabri-Tac and Art Glitter Glue as my tools. So we're going to put this right on here, just like that. Okay, let's do it. That's a lot of glue, I know. So set that on there, and before you press it down, go ahead and give this a close. And line it all up, side to side, top to bottom. And there we go. Okay, so that brings us to this little guy. Now this was a little bee, and there was 3 of them in this kit. And I'm going to list all the places I bought bee packages from, and then you can go look at the bee kits and see what you like. Because I have them all separated now into various piles of mixes. But anyway, this one kit had these bees in it, and they were in these little cute circles. Well, I did not have a punch that shape, but I do have a little flower type punch. So I punched them with that, and then I punched a second one to put behind it to make it thicker. See, this one, it has one on it. And then I punched a second one, and I want to apply that to this so that it's thicker, because this is the piece that is going to get used a lot with the envelope opening and closing. And you gotta line those flowers up. They seem to be... I'll show you the punch I use too. Let me get this down first. I'm trying to do too many things at once. That's what goes on in my brain. Oh, that's it. This is not the punch I used. This is the punch I used. It's 1 3/4 inch Stampin' Up! And it works beautifully. 1 3/4 inch. It's a flower. So I love that. Okay, so now we have to figure out where we want to place this bee. We don't want it up too high, because then we'll never get that out of there. We don't want it too low, because that'll bend this all up. So I always say glue about half of it down, and then leave a little, you know, 1/4 of an inch there, sorry, 1/8 of an inch, without, that is between the glue and the bottom of the flap. And then the rest, of course, is not glued. So, right about there, I'm going to put glue straight across. Well, better go right there. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? ink. There we go. Okay, now we've inked. Oh yeah, you gotta leave this part down while you do this, because if you don't, I'm getting the glue out that squished out that I don't want out there. I mean, if you get this on and it doesn't work, then you're going to have to cut this off and reform it, and it will work just fine. So there is our 2 policies with our 6 pockets. But we still need to get our 1, 2, 3 pockets in, don't we? So let's make sure we haven't glued anybody together. We will if we use something that's already gluey. So we have 1 pocket underneath. We have a pocket here. And this one I glued together before. And we have a pocket here. See that? That one wants to tear right there. That's why I just have a little tiny tag in it, because it's just in a delicate place there. Okay, let's get our book. And we're putting it somewhere over here. Well, I've got that way back there. We might move that. We'll probably end up moving these around. I think we'll put it here. Or here. No, I'm going to put something else over that. Let's center. We could put it there. That's what we'll do. We'll put it right there. This one has one on it on the other side, so that'll be okay. And I'm going to center it. You can put it top, bottom, side. Don't put it too close to the edge. But I'm going to put mine right here, about like this, kind of about centered. I'm going to eyeball it, but I'm also going to put a mark on it because it works that way. It works good. And then when you glue it down, you cover up the pencil lines so you don't have to erase them. Okay, so I have a little line there, and then this one. And once again, we are gluing on 3 sides, so I'm going to hold this side that I'm not gluing down. I'm going to use a little more glue on this side because I want it to stay down. I'm concentrating. She's concentrating. Shh. Okay, find my pencil line and my back pencil line. Okay, I think I've got it. mop up any excess that comes peeking out. Okay, so there is that. I'm going to just put this over here like that. Let's look at the back, and very gently, so we don't tear our page or anything. Make sure our glue is down. Okay, let's see what we have for ephemera. Okay, now I know that these little pockets are going to require, well, that one can be a bigger one. I think this one might be able to go down here. Let's make sure it has to be able to fit in the pocket. There could be a little taller one there. This one could go there. Oh, look at that. Nice. And I'm going to put stuff on the back for journaling. That one was trying to be glued together. We could cut that one off a little bit. Make it just slightly shorter. We don't want it taller than the let's try this one. Oh, this one. There we go. That's the one I want. Every bee loves a flower. I'm glued together, guys. Oh, there it went. Okay. So we have those three. This is the little one that I cut down to put in this little place. Like I said, the reason is because it's a delicate area. Now, could put a thumb hole on this one, which really isn't a bad idea. This could be a longer tag, that's for sure. Definitely going to have to do that. And then we need a smaller one for in this next pocket. Now these are kind of like secret pockets in here, aren't they? So there's that one. This one's going to have to be something taller. And then underneath we have this one. So there we go. But you can see that this is too short. It needs to be a long one, so it sticks out over here. So, not that. Not that. No. No. Nope. Nope. Oh, hey, we could cut this one down because those they're cut a little awkward. So let's cut this one down. We'll try and save that bee right over there. And where's that? It's right at the flower. I don't think that'll work. Okay. There we go. So let's cut that one just a little bit more. Okay, that's about right. Well, now let's see if that's better. Oh, I want to round this corner because I find that they slip into the pockets so much easier when they're rounded. Same way with these, I'll be rounding those off too. There we go. At the right place? No. There. Yeah, I may put a little thumb hole in this one. Kind of hate to, but I think it almost needs it. So let's see if this works. And there we are. All done. So what do you think? Is it worth a thumbs up? Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. And thumbs up is a like, by the way. Just in case you, because it doesn't say thumbs up. It just shows a thumb up. I don't know. It's confusing to me. Oh, and subscribe, please. Please, please, please. Trying to get my numbers up. And so there we have it. Beautiful little pocket. We have that one. And we have oh dear, what did I do with it? I know I set it over here. Oh, well, I don't know what I did with it. Maybe I put it in this one. Oh no, this is this one. There we go. Here's the other one. So, we have all this stuff that goes with that. Let's go ahead and put it away like it's supposed to be. There's one. There's two. There's 3. 4. 5. 6. And there we go. So what do you think? Did we do okay? Well, I sure appreciate you being here. It's always good to have company and always nice to read your comments. And I'm sorry I haven't gotten back on all my comments yet. I'm working through them a little by little. So, but I really love comments and they're fun to get. Okay, and it encourages me to keep going. Okay, well, I'm going to let you go. And I'm going to go heat up some dinner and enjoy. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And there we are. Isn't it beautiful? I love these pockets. I love them. Just made with 2 policy envelopes. We used them up completely. Even our offcuts we used up on our envelopes. That was cool. So absolutely no envelope waste there. Okay, I'm yawning, so it must be time for me to get going and eat. Otherwise I'll be yawning forever. Alright, love you guys. Have a good evening and come back tomorrow. We'll have another video. Unless tomorrow's Saturday and I don't have a video. Because I'm not sure when this will air. It might be Friday. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.